Well, good afternoon and welcome to the end of week market review for Friday, September 28th, 2012. My name is Jason Waugh, one of the trainers and success coaches with Ideal Training Lifestyle. I'll be walking us through today's presentation. All right, so our agenda is to cover a few things. For the most part, we're going to be covering what we do on the end of day, except we'll be adding some economy reports, and then we'll also be adding some weekly reports to the S&P 500 and then to the TSX as well. In fact, we don't even usually look at the TSX on the daily, so we will be doing that today. Other than that, business is as per usual with the volatility indicator. Take a look at any picks that might have showed up on our watch list today. In this event, there is none today, and then answer any questions that our customers might have. So we can see that the markets did end up doing pretty good this quarter. In fact, it's the best quarter that we've had since 2010. That said, it looks like we've just started a little bit of a decline here with some concern that the markets are not going to be continuing their rally. We really don't know right now. There's some mixed news that are coming out, but right now with the uncertainty with what's coming out of Spain, the markets did end up going down a little bit today, and all in all, the markets were positive. It's just a matter now of taking a look at how the rest of the couple weeks are going to show. With that said, the Dow was down 0.36%, with the S&P 500 down 0.45%. Oil did rise today. It's up 0.23%. This put it to $92.05 per barrel. Gold declined today. It is down 0.31%. This is putting it at $1,774.90 per ounce. All right, taking a look at the economic report here, we can see that the consumer confidence report, which was issued back on the 25th, was good. Housing sales were down this week, and that did contribute to some of our losses this week, though the jobless report was at par. The expectations were met, and there was some definite confidence in the U.S. economy after that point there. That said, what's been trickling out of Spain and with some of the job data out of China has been putting a damper on the market, which we are going to be seeing right now as we look at the S&P 500. Right now, you can see that the S&P 500 is currently looking for some support at 1440. The MACD is declining bullish with a black line down below the blue line. The black line crossed down below the blue line this week after seeing some of those higher highs that went up and beyond 1475. So again, we definitely did have a good quarter, but if we look at the week as a whole, it definitely was nothing to be too excited about. Here we are looking at a weekly chart for the S&P 500, and you can see just how high we ended up going. We haven't seen these types of highs since around 2008. Now the cycle highs are continuing to trend up, with the cycle lows also trending up, so we're definitely still in an uptrend, and we can definitely still expect a pullback without any real concern. If we dip down below 1400, then we would certainly start to be concerned with what's going on right now. But as far as the big picture goes, things look okay. That said, the little picture doesn't look so hot right now. This is definitely a time where we're going to be sitting on the sidelines and waiting to see what ends up happening. Although the big picture might look good, that doesn't mean we want to trade over the next couple weeks and result in losses. We'll definitely only be posting picks for our ITL customers, and we'll only be trading stocks as MWA customers if the opportunity truly presents itself and it seems like it's a good, wise decision. So here we are looking at the TSX. We can see that the TSX is looking for some support at 12,300. Now, the MACD is also declining bullish with the black line below the blue line. The TSX is looking like it's doing a little bit better right now on the very short term if you look at the last couple of days, especially with it finding multiple levels of support below us. But if you go onto its weekly chart, you can see that the weekly chart does not look nearly as good as the S&P 500 has. In fact, our cycle lows and our cycle highs are still trending down, which means that the TSX, for the most part, is in a downtrend. We just happen to be having a good rally right now. But the TSX is being exposed to the same economic concerns as the US markets are, and they are taking a toll as well. So again, with the TSX, we'll be sitting on the sidelines here, just waiting to see what ends up happening. If we end up with some good trading opportunities next week, we'll definitely take advantage of them. But as it stands for today, not a lot to look at. All right, taking a look at the volatility indicator, we can see that it is currently at 15.61. Now, this is certainly higher than where it was at last week, but knowing that the indicator ranges between 15 and 16 without any concern, we don't need to be concerned with the volatility right now. It did get up above 16, but it's back down below 16. So if the indicator starts to creep up above 16 again and start even to push up even higher, then we would definitely show some concern with what's going on with the market conditions. But right now, it's just the beginning stages, and we can't say if this is actually going to turn into a full-out correction or if it's just doing a little bit of a pullback and then going to get ready to turn around and start finding new cycle highs. All right. So we just wanted to bring up the 3 M's to trading success. And these are really all about the focal point on our trading system. There needs to be a mental shift in how we trade. There also needs to be emphasis on the method that we choose to trade. And then finally, deciding how much money that we're going to be exposing to the market conditions. When you combine those 3 values together, what you're going to end up with is a comprehensive trading discipline. And if your money isn't high right now, or if you're at a point in your life where you don't have a lot of extra money to be spending, this is still a great time for you to be going out and evaluating your trading disciplines. You're going to be testing them up against all of the various market conditions that we find, knowing full well that right now we're going through some very interesting trading times. Being exposed to these market conditions is a great learning experience. It's going to help us hone in on our trading disciplines. And then it's obviously going to help us become stronger with our psychological aspects of trading. But with that said, for any of our customers who are interested in taking their trading to the next level, we are offering our advanced and options course on a huge discount actually. Right now, we're offering both for $24.95. This is in contrast to the typical $25.95 that you would pay for each by themselves. Now, this offer is going until October 31st, 2012. So you've got another month to think about it. But if you have any questions about what's involved in the advanced or the options course, we are going to be giving you our email and phone number at the end of the presentation. We would definitely love to answer any of those questions. Otherwise, business is as per usual. If you go to the community news, you're going to see that we've got quite a few events coming up right now. Obviously, tomorrow morning we have our continuous learning webinar at 10 a.m. And then next Wednesday, our weekly spotlight review at 10 a.m. Our options customers will be plugged in and they're already registered for their options refresher, which is coming up October 11th. And then finally, we've got a boot camp session coming up October 4th in Saskatoon. All you need to do is go to the community news and register for those sessions there. You'll also find a boot camp tab underneath your application. You can register at that place as well. That said, we've got a couple of trade shows coming up. The first one going on right now, September 28th and 29th. So if you guys are in the area, we would love to see you guys there. If not, we'll also be in Regina, November 19th to 24th. All right. Any further questions or anything about our promotions that we have going on right now? You can let us know by emailing training@idealtradinglifestyle.com. You could also contact us toll free at 1-888-942-0266. Make sure to dial extension number 5. And as always, just like you guys, everybody in this trading session, we are all in here and we have an invested interest in the stocks that we are talking about. Today, obviously, there weren't anything that we were looking at, but we are not making any formal trading decisions for anybody to be making any trades. The only time where we'll be giving any recommendations is in our actual ideal trading lifestyle applications for the US, ETF, or Canadian customers. So, with that said, have yourself a good rest of your day. We'll touch base again next week. Ciao for now.